Well, if he gets it cranked again, I'm getting the grass cut finally. We'll see. Because right now the yard looks like somebody, what's that old TV show where they used to come by and buzz each other in the head? There you go, yeah. Well, if it gets it cranked again, then I'll show when it's done. Well, okay, I forced myself out the door. And let's see what's going on right here. Can you remember last year we had this big tall yellow plant that I had to put a string all the way up here to the top to hold it. Well, when I pulled it up from the seeds, a bunch of the seeds fell out, and I think this is it. But the same thing, but these flowers are pink and they're in the daytime. I didn't plant these, so they have to be some kind of variety of the yellow one. I did pull it up by the roots, so you can still see the part of the root down here. See this? So that can't be that. But I had planted all kinds of seeds, of other seeds, and these actually came off of these. They were just like green blocks like this, as well as this. See, they were just big green knots, and they grew in like clumps, like they had each one have a clump, and then each clump would have a baby, and then you have another clump. So see how these, I've had this thing where a lot of times the plants will just come up with from the seed from the year before that didn't come up. Anyways, and here's those snapdragons. The ones that didn't die last year, they came back out. Because I did have snapdragons all around here, a few over there, but these are the only ones that came. And I thought this was a purple iris, but it wasn't. It was a white one. You can see the remnants of that. It's gone. Might have another one come up, I don't know. I can't pull it off. I need to take the scissors and chop these down or pull them out or something. I haven't done that yet, so I've done absolutely nothing. Of course, this grass stuff comes out, and I had a daffodil that came out there, but I didn't get a picture of that. But I did get a couple of pictures of the iris, and I'll add that here right now. Okay, so y'all all seen my Hummingbird lighted wind chime, solar powered. I was going to hang it out here today, but I've got to go hunt me a, what you call it, one of them screw-ins, because I want to hang it over here somewhere, up there somewhere. But I want to sweep the walls off too, because they've got old spider webs and stuff there. So after I do that, it'll get screwed in up there somewhere, and that's where it'll hang, in front of one of these two windows. But my daughter brought me this. Look how pretty. See? She brought it today. Yeah, it's very pretty. But it'll blow good and loud, see? When the wind's blowing. It'll probably stay there. That's where I had a flag one last year. What that was, how do you say, the string rotted on it, and I've got to fix it. And here is my irises, what little collection I have. This is blooming. The only one I had that bloomed last year, I think, was this one on this side. I think so. On this side is more. And then, of course, you got grass and everything else in there too. And then there's my dogwood tree over there. It didn't even bloom this time. I think somebody needs to top it out, as well as get those little bitty limbs off the bottom of it that's all around the mailbox at the bottom of the tree. Let me go around this way. You get the front view of those irises. My back will take it up. And there's those irises. I love irises so much, so good. I just wish they lasted longer and bloomed longer. Now, Phil's got a pretty patch of irises at his house and some pretty dogwood trees. And I'll add those videos right here. And also, as you can see, he has some pretty dogwood trees. Right up in a row in front of the house. They look pretty too. And for a quick minute here, over at Seal's house, his irises are blooming. You don't tell I love irises, but well, any kind of flower actually. Okay. So I've been needing to get the grass cut, and our lawnmower would not stay cranked long enough. See what this looks like, you know? Looks like somebody came by doing one of those jokes and did a buzz, you know. But Charlie was trying. That's all he got. So I'm supposed to pick him up tomorrow. And he's going to bring his lawnmower and the weed eater, and then I'll show you what it looks like after that. But right now, looks like somebody gave a joking buzz. So let's see that limb that hangs right there. I want to get that trimmed up some, because when the trash man comes, you can't really, they can't get the arm down to pick up the thing. The trash can. Somebody has to get out and manually pull it a little closer to the road, into the road, for him to get it. But that's not really good. I want to plant something in that that's going to come up around there. And since those other flowers came up with splits, it'd be nice if those sunflowers that I planted out here last year and all these holes would come up. But I doubt that's going to happen. I ain't seen nothing. But Charlie says he's going to chop all them weeds off of that down there with a weed eater. Gotta get a bag in this can. Gotta plant something in here. You see my wind chime's falling apart. The string is rotten. Look. Let me get a hold of it. Okay, see? Watch. It just falls apart. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to restring that. I might have to add some extra on it. The other one hung there, and it brought it too. Just fell apart. But the middle parts I can restring. But look at this porch. Man, that table needs cleaning off. And we need sweeping and everything. And I need to weed the porch. Yeah, all that stuff needs doing. When my daughter came today, she brought me some coffee. So I was sitting there, they just left. We had to dust off the chairs, so I gave one of the kids a rag to dust it off. This thing lasted a long time, but I was wondering if I gave it some water, if it would come back. Might give it some water just to see, but I didn't take that in because the cat ate it last year and got sick. So there's nothing in any of these flower pots up here. That green thing's still living in that one pot. It was came in a bouquet of flowers. It's still living there, but it's not really growing a root. That's come back out, the fern in that. One day I'll separate it. The poke salad stuff there too. That's coming back out too. Waiting for the neighborhood dog to come by and pee on it so it'll turn yellow. And I really didn't want to walk this way, but Charlie was cutting the grass. He sort of smashed it down. So I will walk this way. See how tall this grass is. Man, I was afraid of snakes back here. But, let's see. This needs cutting really bad back here too. Ain't no place to sit back here, and there goes my back. Ouch. We lean on the wall. Okay. Lean on the wall a minute. I'm going to use these tires again. I have to pull up these stakes and all the old plants out of it and everything. That's what I'll have to do. From that and all these things. Because I know these things aren't anything that I've planted. I have to get them up. Let Charlie weed eat up against his house too. I'll just fluff up the dirt net. I have to put a plant in here too. See, this is nothing in here. See, this is, I need a whole bunch of doing this. But I ain't done yet. See, do something in that. Where are the weeds? I don't see where they come from. And we're going to do away with the pallet. What we're going to do with the pallet is we're going to take it over here and we're going to lean it up against where it goes. He's got it propped up with some bricks, but I think we'll lean the pallet up there. Got a bunch of limbs and stuff. Needs to go to the road after the grass gets cut. And where you went about the potatoes. Actually, I grew nothing in the potatoes. Now, something's been digging in that. See, trying to find its place. There's nothing there. There was nothing that came to them. They were supposed to come up green and flower. They never flowered. Now, the boxes is falling apart. So, the boxes will be going away. Sweet potatoes. And other potatoes. Nothing. So, we'll be doing away with that green basket, doing away with that basket, probably doing away with the drawer because it's splitting up. Unless I might get 1 year of a tomato plant out of it. Don't know if I'm going to throw away the basket or not. Might be able to put something in there. Maybe some kind of variety of big tomato or eggplant or something. Anyway, so I got all this to do. Anyways. We have those boards that's on the front porch, and we're going to either prop something up against it or find some stakes or something, and we're going to do away with the pallet method. Just make us a spread out area after the grass gets cut here and make it those boards, and we're going to not go exotic. I mean, we might even prop the boards up with those pots right there. I don't know yet, but we'll use the dirt that's under here and the dirt that's in this stuff, and we will make us a little garden area like that that bumps up to this concrete. And hopefully it'll do. So let's go around this other way where the limbs and stuff are. Well, I'm probably going to stumble and trip over stuff. But here's the lawnmower. It wasn't working properly. Neighbor's got dog. They bark at everything. So, that has no grass. It's lots of limbs. Lots and lots of this. It needs to be raked up, which is beyond my capabilities. If somebody does it, that's nice. But not me. So, let's see, around here, that's the boards we're thinking about making this area with. Some of those pots go in the trash, some not, but we'll see what happens. That linoleum matches the bathroom, but we'll probably get rid of that. But somebody has to sit and pick these things. I like these chairs. These blue ones. Something you find at the doctor's office that we had found down the road in the trash pile. Right before we, right after we moved here, was it, I think? And of course, after Charlie cut some grass tomorrow, we will be, let's see, we will fill up that bird feeder and put out some more bread for the squirrels. Which I haven't done that today. I've done that for a while. Anyway, I have not done that for a while. Let's put it that way. And let's see. I love Sonic slushies and Sonic onion rings. Every time I go up there, they don't have any of either the onion rings or they're out of strawberries because they put fresh strawberries in there. Seems they're going to clean that up too. Destiny wiped the table off when she wiped off the pollen off the chairs. Anyways, so I go up there and I get either a might be there, they have an onion ring, but they're out of strawberries. They might have strawberries for a slushie, but they don't have onion rings. I don't need to eat the onion rings. Carrie asked me today why was my foot swelled up. I told her it's because I ate 3 snack size, 3 Musketeers, and a snacky cake, which had too much salt in it. But actually, I didn't tell her that. It was probably because of the onion rings I ate the day before yesterday. So that's probably the most of it. But anyway, we have a lot to do out here, a little at the time. And then of course I'm buying flowers to put in that this year. I'm buying flowers to put in that. I'm not going to do what I did last year and not put decent flowers in there. No, back to this thing. Okay. Anyway, so, but I did finally get me a slushie. And I got onion rings the other day. But my favorite thing would be if I get both together. So they were out of strawberries the other day. So we tried to have something else. Taco Bell has a freeze, which is kind of like them old slushies like we used to have from the Golden Gallon when I lived in East Point when I was growing up little. You'd get you a frozen Coke or a cherry Coke. They were really, really good. And so I do recommend that. They come in it's a freeze. It's not the same thing as a slushie. A slushie is like the Slush Puppy slushies. That's what Sonic has, mixed with strawberries. A freeze is different. It's just frozen and it melts a little bit quicker. But it's good. They have strawberry at Taco Bell. They have blue raspberry, which the strawberry tastes like strawberry. The blue raspberry tastes like blue raspberry, which tastes like a blue popsicle, your traditional blue popsicle, which I love the blue. And they have the, what is it, that green, whatever it is, that I don't like. Mountain Dew or Gatorade, whatever it is. If you like that, you probably like that though. But I guess that's all for now. And I'll put this together. But just be looking forward to it. I've got other things that I've got a 3-part of Christmas where we went to the Lights Alive. I've got a baby after shower and several other things that I've got to put together, just some general common things. I just been blah and haven't done anything. And like I've seen several YouTubers that got kind of lax in the wintertime, just like me, lax. So I'll see you soon, and I'll show you that I finally did get me a Sonic strawberry slushie. More next time. Yeah.
You got a burn somewhere?
If I'll go out in the house and you can blow the whole thing if you want to.
Say what?
You want me to go in the house and you just blow the whole thing?
No, I need a broom.
And there ain't nothing better on a warm day than a nice strawberry slushy from Sonic with real strawberries. It's really good. That's about my favorite besides coffee.